Can you tell us a little about the space that you're in?
So yeah, so as we said, it's not a backdrop. It's actually one of our simulation bays. We call them. We have 4 simulation bays, and what you see is, if I really lean over, an Apollo 3G mannequin there. So from your very first term here, you will be involved. We have 2 courses: patient-centered care and foundations of medicine, and they are integrated. So from within weeks of you coming to WAUSM, you'll be involved in your first simulation, your first simulated case. So these mannequins are extremely powerful. We can program them to represent all types of disease states and ailments and all sorts of physiological issues, problems, and other. They can sweat, they can urinate, they can seize, they can go into arrest, they can do all these things. So as students progress through the terms here, they will do more and more complex simulated cases in the simulation center. We also have 6 clinical exam rooms. So students will work with what we call standardized patients, and they're actors that we hire to come in. And so students will be able to do a history and physical and do exams and practice their clinical skills on actual human beings during their PCC journey. So I think it's just, we're very blessed to have this environment. Not all schools have 4 simulation bays, so we're really, really, really thankful for that. In addition, we do have some task trainers, heart sounds and bowel sounds, cardiovascular, and other things.
I truly enjoy the simulation labs. I didn't expect from the very get-go we will be placed from immediately into that type of environment where you deal with cases within the classroom, and then you get to actually see it in action because they put you in the hot seat. It's very nerve-wracking at first. So, you get to feel the skipping of your heart because you're in that environment. As you get used to it, it's more second nature to say, okay, well, what have I been trained to do? We discussed, the whole workup, what could be wrong with the patient, how to properly diagnose the patient. And so it just brings that factual reality rate. I mean, it's a mannequin, but, we get to deal with patients, actors as well. But just to simulate that environment, I think it becomes second nature, and it's a good training basis.
I will say I love Harvey. I've spent a lot of time with Harvey, who's our heart sounds model. So when I was in cardio last semester, we could just schedule time to come in, and we had access to it, so we could listen to the different heart sounds, and I'd follow along. And I think most people have step 1, the first aid step 1 book. So I'd follow along in there and kind of make notes, extra notes of things that I was noticing. And it just kind of helps solidify the things that we need to know to be able to actually hear it on, in this case, a mannequin, but things that we will hear in the field as well.